Hello guys, I'm back with another tutorial, and in this tutorial I am going to be caching this finished fluid simulation using my nCache. So if you want to know how to shape fluids like this, please check out my previous tutorial, and if you're done with that, let's get started. Like I always do, let's change this workspace into the FX preset, and there you're gonna see the nCache tab right here. Let me separate that, and in the attribute editor, with the fluid shape selected, you're gonna see the base resolution on the top of it, this menu, and currently set it to 150. But with this kind of high resolution, it's gonna be hard to play the simulation real time. So since it's so big, so it's hard to cache it temporarily. So we should cache it into the actual hard drive. It's gonna be pretty big though. This is the only way to play and render this kind of high-res simulation. So anyway, I recommend to set this base resolution to something like around 200. If you go with this value too high number with this value, you're gonna be crashed, or it's gonna take too long time. That's not really desirable. So anyway, I'm going to set it to 150, and after you're done setting the base resolution, keep this fluid selected, and you can go ahead and create new cache. In this case, mine is fluid. So let me click on this checkbox right here. So of course you can set the cache directory. This is gonna be the place where this cache files are gonna be saved, and cache name, whatever you want. I'm gonna just keep this thing as fluid shape 1, and the cache format, I recommend you to use the nCache file type, since it can store more in a single file. So I guess it's more efficient. And file distribution, you can just integrate all the caches into one file, or you can separate file per frame, whatever you want. I personally prefer separating files per frame. And you can set the time range. I'm okay with that, and nothing else is really needed to change it. So if you're done, you can simply hit create, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. And if you once you start it, it's hard to cancel it and restart it. So I recommend you to consider this carefully before you hit this create button. So I'll be back with this thing done. Okay, I'm done with the caching process. So after you cache this fluid, you're gonna see the fluid shape 1 cache, or whatever you named cache 1 node right here. Of course you can see this in the node editor. If you go to there, actually there we go. As you can see, the cache is connected to fluid shape, so pretty straightforward. So you can just scrub it through to whatever frame you want. Of course, with this kind of high resolution voxels, is gonna be a little laggy. Certainly it's not working on real time though. You can just play back to past frame, and everything's cool. You can now play blast this thing, or get the final render or whatever you want. And yeah, that was a simple way to cache your fluid. And if for some reason, somehow, if you just lost the connection between this fluid and your cache file, for some reason, like change it file position or like anything like that, you can just simply go ahead to the base directory, or just click this button and you can re-import this cache file. That's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial, and thanks for watching always. And if you like this video, or if you want more like this tutorial, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.